Hello everyone, welcome you all in today's night class. In today's class, I will proceed our economics chapter 2. The name is Sectors of the Indian Economy with next topic. And in today's video, I will discuss topic about unemployment. Okay, so unemployment is said to exist when people who are willing to work at the going wages cannot find job. Okay, so first in this topic under unemployment, we will discuss first disguised unemployment. So what is disguised unemployment? So it is a situation in which more workers are working in an activities in an activity than required. The people who are actually engaged in such an activity appear to be employed, but are not fully employed. For example is, if for the cultivation of 1 hectare land 10 workers are required, but instead of 10 workers, 15 workers are working. In this case, 5 workers are disguised unemployed. In such case, even if the surplus workers are removed, the overall production does not suffer. I again repeat about disguised unemployment. So it is a situation in which more workers are working in an activity than required. Okay, so the people who are actually engaged in such an activity appear to be employed, but are not fully uh, employed. For example, if for the cultivation of 1 hectare land 10 workers are required, but instead of 10 workers, okay, so 15 workers are working. In this case, 5 workers are disguised unemployed. In such case, even if the surplus workers are removed, the overall production does not suffer. So, I hope you all understood well about disguised unemployment. So, next, next I will explain about seasonal unemployment. So what is seasonal unemployment? So it is a type of unemployment in which a worker is employed during some parts of the year, especially during harvesting or sowing season, okay, and remain without work during the rest of the year. Factors responsible for seasonal unemployment, I will explain later. First, I again repeat about seasonal unemployment. So it is a type of unemployment in which a worker is employed during some parts of the year, especially during harvesting or sowing season, okay, so and remain without work during the rest of the year. So I hope you all understood. Next, factors responsible for seasonal unemployment. So first is lack of small scale and cottage industries in rural areas. Second, lack of multiple cropping. And third, lack of commercialization of agriculture. Next, I will proceed. Structural unemployment. So what is the structural unemployment? So the working force in India is very large. So I again repeat, the working force in India is very large, so it wants work, but the existing capital structure is unable to absorb them. The mismatch of available capital and the size of labor force create persistent unemployment. both in agriculture and industry. So we lack resources to improve agriculture and industry to provide employment to our labor force. This cases unemployment. This type of unemployment occur due to first lack of capital, lack of resources, under utilization of natural resources, and last, surplus workers as compared to demand. So Indian economy is facing structural unemployment, as the workforce is more than the demand. So I hope all doubts are clear. This topic, structural unemployment. So I will proceed. Next topic, educated unemployment. So what is educated unemployment? So if the spread of education is not according to the needs of economy, it can create an army of educated unemployment. In India, educated unemployment has become a common phenomenon. Okay, so India has failed to balance its education policy according to the needs of the economy. There is surplus of manpower in certain categories, while there is a death of technical skills in other technical skills in other sectors. Okay, so education unemployment, a peculiar problem of India. That is very strong sentence. Education unemployment, a peculiar problem of India. So education unemployment is a person who has some formal education up to some level, say senior secondary or more, and fails to find a job. So this type of unemployment is on the rise in India. So this is due to the following factor. So first, much of the education is of low quality and general in nature, so it does not have any vocation specific components, so therefore much of it is irrelevant. Okay, so second factor is the rate at which while collar job have been created in India is much less than the rate at which population and education have been increasing. Third, in the globalizing world, demand for high skilled labor is fast increasing. There is no demand for persons with nor or little skills. Our education system is mass producing this second category is persons. So uh, I hope you all understood well about educated unemployment, because so many people faced this unemployment condition. So next we will proceed steps for solving the problem of educated unemployment. Okay, so the ultimate solution of the problem of educated unemployment is to be sought within the educated system. So first, the need of proper manpower planning. Manpower planning implies that a realistic assessment should be made about the manpower requirement in different sectors of the economy. So once these assessments have been made, education and training programs in schools, colleges, universities, and other professional and training institutes should be accordingly designed. Second, education should be made vocational so that an adult can find a suitable job immediately after he leaves a school or a college. Okay, so third, higher education should be restricted to a meaningful field, and to be realistic, education at this level should be high quality and research oriented. In short, universal education is a must, but higher education should be restricted to a few and should be or high standards. So I hope uh, um, all points for steps for solving the problem of educated unemployment is clear. Next, we will proceed topic about um, technical unemployment. So, if unemployment occurs owing to changes in technology, it is referred to as technical unemployment. Suppose when computer reduce the need for laborers drastically in drastically in an economy. This leads to technical unemployment. Okay, so I hope technical unemployment is clear. Next, I will explain topic about magnitude of unemployment of India. Okay, what is next? Topic is next topic is magnitude of unemployment of India. So magnitude of unemployment of India. So there are two ways by which the magnitude of unemployment is measured in India. The first one is through conducting sample surveys and population census, and second, information provided by employment exchanges. Okay, so next, factors responsible for unemployment of India. So what factors are responsible for unemployment in India? So first, rapid growth of population. So first is rapid growth of population. So our population has been continuously rising from a population of 361 million in 1951. Okay, it has risen to mm, it has risen to millions in 2001 due to due to slow economic growth, employment opportunities have not risen at the same pace. Second factor is over dependence of on agriculture. Okay, first is rapid growth of population. Second is over dependence on agriculture. So even after more than 50 years of independence, more than 60% of our population still depends upon primary sector for its livelihood. Third factor is underdevelopment of cottage and small scale industry. Okay, so that this factor is very much responsible for unemployment in India. So underdevelopment of cottage and small scale industries, our rural sector is facing problems of disguised and seasonal unemployment. This is due to underdevelopment of cottage and small scale industry. Okay, that is only one reason. So next factor, underdevelopment industries. So due to shortage of capital and other essential input, the industrialization process is very slow. So the industrial sector has failed to provide enough job opportunities to unemployed workers. Okay. So next, what is disadvantage of unemployment? Okay, so what is advantages of unemployment? So first disadvantage of unemployment is wastage of resource. Okay, so human capital is one of the most important resource. Unemployment leads to the wastage of manpower's resource. People who are an asset for the economy turn into a liability. There is a feeling of hopelessness and despair among the youth. Second factor for unemployment is poverty. Second disadvantage of unemployment, poverty. So the basic case of poverty is unemployment. People do not have enough money to support their family. Inability of educated people who are willing to work to find gainful employment implies a great social cost. Third disadvantage is increase in dependent population. Okay, so unemployment trend to increase economic overload. The dependence of the unemployment on the working population increase. Fourth disadvantage of unemployment is poor quality of life. So the quality of life on an individual as well as of society is adversely affected when a family has to live on a bare substance affected when a family has to live on uh, when a family has to live on a bare substance level, there is a general decline in its health status and rising withdrawal from the school system. So hence, unemployment had detrimental impact on the overall growth of an economy. Increase in unemployment is an indicator of a depressed economy. It also wastes the resource, which could have been gainfully employed. If people cannot be used as a resource, they naturally appear as a liability to the economy. So, here your chapter 2, economics chapter 2, sectors of the Indian economy is completed. I hope your all doubts are clear in my class. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.